kids? What is it?
All of the above.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys. According to the National Association for the Education of Young Children, roughly 80% of Colorado's child care centers are experiencing staffing shortages right now. The data shows 47% of programs impacted by staffing shortages are serving fewer children now. 34% have a longer wait list, 40% are unable to open their classrooms completely, and 26% have reduced their operating hours. Now, because of this, experts in the realm of childcare say alternate options are being sought by Coloradans as they head back to the office, including nanny and babysitter help. Problem is, they're dealing with staffing shortages also.
You know what? I would say it's been more difficult to hire nannies and babysitters now than it's been, like I said, in my 20-year career. I've never had a more challenging time.
Yeah, nanny and childcare wait times to get your kid on the list used to take only a couple of weeks. Now it can stretch into months. So, coming up next half hour, we'll hear how these centers and facilities are trying to lure in newer employees ASAP and what you're likely going to have to pay right now to have your children watched after. Because with fewer employees,
It gets more expensive.
Up and up and up.
I like how that works. The same every time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this story comes out of Chicago, Fox 31, Denver, and it's October 7th, 2021. Daycare and parents trying to go back to work full time is on a real collision course right now. There are not enough nannies and childcare workers. There's a shortage in that area as well. So this can turn into a real nightmare for parents that have a full-time job and they are told to return back to work. So there is still a great need for childcare in America, despite the fact that there's lots of people not working. Unfortunately, it may be hard to find, or given massive staff shortages at childcare centers, not just in Colorado, but nationwide. According to the National Association for the Education of Young Children, roughly 80% of Colorado's childcare centers are experiencing staff shortages right now. Wow. And see, any kind of job where you have heavy contact with children, they don't want to pay you nothing. But it's expensive and it's going to get more expensive now that there are fewer people in these jobs. They're just going to jack up how much it is. The data shows 47% of programs impacted by staffing shortages are serving fewer children now. 34% have a long wait list, 40% are unable to open their classes completely, and 26% have reduced their operating hours. So the problem is many of them are dealing with staffing shortages too, just like most jobs out here. So this goes for nannies and childcare workers. And of course, they're trying now to increase salaries and offer more incentive to people to take these type of jobs. But in the meantime, it's not going to be something fast if they're able to get people. It's going to take some time. So they're saying if you don't have a daycare, now is the time to get your child on a waiting list. And you heard what they said in the news clip. You could be waiting for months before your child is even able to get in to any type of childcare. If you're looking for in-home childcare, we used to say it would take 2 to 4 weeks. Now we're quoting people 4 to 6, depending on the schedule and location. According to college nannies and sitters of Denver, Boulder, and Fort Collins, right now sitters are charging 20 to 35 an hour, depending on their experience and education level. So I guess if you are lucky to have a daycare and everything is working out, hopefully it will continue to be that way. But on the average, this is another huge problem in America. And I can see this actually growing. Now, I can tell you, I think this has been a problem for a while. When my son was small, there were a lot of choices in where you could take your child if you needed someone to watch your child while you work. Now, when I go out, there is nowhere near the amount of daycare centers around me now. It's far fewer. And there was one not even far from where I am. It was literally in walking distance. They moved a few years ago. So they're not even in the area. So I just see this getting worse. I can see a lot of these childcare organizations just closing up altogether as time goes on. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they're saying this worker shortage is going to be indefinite. They don't know when it's going to end. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.